You can bang your sister if there's dragons in the sky.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, I hope so. Oh, yeah, sit here. Sit with me. Yeah. I want to sit next to you.
I think someone grimaced all over you. Grimaced all over your face and chest.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if someone knows that, you point them out and say, hey.
Oh, you're saying you didn't know it before you told her?
What if we did just the Picky Boys 3 months on Mars? We live in a Mars incubation chamber.
All right, we're ready for Jason. Let's do this.
Boom.
Welcome back to the Picky Boys podcast.
Welcome, everybody. I'm in Aruba right now.
You're sitting on a beach.
I'm on a beach with a little sand in between my little piggies.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a pina colada, and it's my 7th one, maybe. Wow. 7th. That's a lot. Actually, that's a lot.
Nah, that was a heavy
Yeah,
drink.
they're too heavy. I think I would already be, when does this come out? 2? Hey, everybody, by the way. 3 mojitos in. This is my 2nd pina colada, and maybe a Miami Vice right now sitting on the beach.
Yeah, that sounds like more accurate.
Yeah, the first time I went to an all-inclusive resort, I did the classic kid mistake of just ordering like 20 pina coladas and threw them all up. Virgin, obviously.
Damn, we didn't need to know your sexual past.
Yeah.
Thanks for, TMI, Danny. TMI. Comma virgin.
Damn.
Haven't had sex yet.
I
By
threw
the way, wait, so what are you drinking on, really?
It's Grimace's birthday shake. Happy birthday, Grimace.
I don't like that. I don't like what you're doing. Who'd you look at when you said that?
I'm just saying happy birthday to Grimace. It's his birthday.
What does that mean? What flavor is that even?
It's
a
Grimace
good
flavored.
question.
It's Grimace flavored,
What
dude.
does Grimace taste like?
You want to try it?
No, I don't want that. No.
It's pretty good.
No.
But, he's a happy birthday.
It looks like it's been sitting out for a while.
It begs the question, doesn't it? Like, what bodily fluid of Grimace are we drinking here?
It begs the question, what is Grimace?
Also, for people who don't know what Grimace is, Jason, pop up a picture of
Everybody
Grimace.
knows who Grimace is.
No, I guarantee I wouldn't have known who Grimace was.
Really?
You never watched the McDonald's Fun Pals
I
show? I don't know what that's called. But
No, I don't. I didn't, but I just know. You don't know, like,
Do you know
is
the
Ronald
Hamburglar?
does Grimace?
I know the Hamburglar.
Everybody knows the Hamburglar.
Yes, everybody knows the Hamburglar, you dumb
If you know
bitch.
the Hamburglar, then you know Ronald and you know Grimace.
I think, when you're in the McDonald's playpens as a kid, isn't there just, like, pictures of Grimace and shit?
So I know the Hamburglar. I know what he does. Steals hamburgers.
Then there's
Spoiler
the
alert.
Hamburger Man.
Different?
He's a huge hamburger.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
of course.
and he's supposed to just be a hamburger. Some people are just what they are. What the hell does Grimace do?
I don't know. Grimace is that hand you always felt at the bottom of the playpen.
That is terrifying. I need that to stop. I actually
Grimace.
really need that to stop. that was a terrifying
That's
sentence.
Grimace. What? That's who he is.
First of all, stop it. Stop it. Oh, first of all, McDonald's ball pit. I think I might have went in once, and after I got my STDs taken care of, I never went in again. I feel like this is
Fair.
disgusting.
It's kids. Kids will be kids.
Also, I don't like. I vaguely remember playing in the McDonald's playpen, or not playpen, but like the tube things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, in those tube things, some of my most clear memories are getting absolutely zapped by, like, the little screws and shit that were in there.
Oh yeah.
You're a
static tension.
staticky boy.
I was getting static shock.
No, that hurts.
True.
I tried as hard as I possibly can to be static shock most of the time.
Really?
Like I would get a rug, my socks, and I would go.
No wonder he likes the shock
You're
collars.
a terrible person, actually.
Well, what you're
I hate.
You're an anti-
I hate static shocks.
Yeah,
Who
that's
doesn't
all
hate static shocks?
say static shock 4 times
Static
fast.
shock. Static shock. Static shock. Static shock.
You crushed it, I think. Really.
I can't say things multiple times in a row. We've been over this.
True. You know what? I don't know if this is gonna bring it back, but what happened to your stutter?
What do you mean?
Like, what happened to it?
It's always there.
It's
always been there.
I get messages from people that watch the old episodes, and there's comments like, "God damn, that kid can't get out a sentence," and now you're like,
Yeah, I
you
know.
talk normal.
On the beginning,
I don't know about that.
I mean, JT, you got to like.
On the beginning, there was a few like today juniors, which that's always good, making fun of people's speech impediments. Good job, guys.
All the heroes.
But I think I'm in my element here.
Oh, you've entered the zone here.
I'm in the flow state.
You're in the flow state here.
Yes.
You know what? Good for you. I'm proud. I was afraid that it was going to trigger it. You know how that happens sometimes? It's like, take the thing away from the baby and then it can't see no more or whatever.
I hate to point this out. Maybe you didn't notice it, but he responded to your question with the stutter when you asked it.
One little stutter.
No. That's fine. You can have little baby ones. I stutters. I've been stuttering.
No,
Everyone stutters on some level.
Yeah,
right?
because, there's only so many letters that work properly for some mouths.
I have a friend who, I don't know what the term is, speech pathologist.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Is that the right word?
Who grows up to do that?
But I was talking to her once, and I was like, "Yeah, I used to have really bad stutter, and I still do, but it's like getting better." And she was like, "I'm glad you know that." I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me? Why did you tell me before?
Wait, it's like you murdered somebody. What does it matter?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if someone knows that, you point them out and say, "Hey."
Oh, you're saying you didn't know it before you told her?
I knew it, but I definitely did not know the extent, and I don't think she really knew how much that I knew. Is what I'm saying. Like, she was saying, "I'm glad you knew," as if and of course I knew.
I think she was just she noticed it because she's a speech pathology or whatever,
right?
And she was just felt uncomfortable, like pointing it out. But she in her head hoped, like, this maybe you can work on this, but she doesn't feel comfortable saying that.
But she didn't want to come out and be like, "Hey, idiot!
Yeah, exactly.
Can you fix your teeth or something?"
Because only your close friends are the ones who can tell you.
Yeah, because there's no way you didn't know you had one when we were growing up.
No, definitely when you're growing up, it's endless torment.
And then you forgot about it for a while.
I mean, I think you just go through life and some things go away.
You're right.
And probably hearing yourself on podcasts, you notice it more.
Yeah.
I think stop taking sips of that.
Why?
Stop.
It looks really good. He keeps drinking
Stop
it.
It's really
intermittently
good.
taking sips of that. It's starting to
good.
scare me. It looks like it's bubbling, kind of.
It's alive.
Anyway, that's besides.
Happy birthday, Grandma. He just starts doing that. I don't know.
I got something. Hold on.
Oh my God, he has something, everybody.
I mean, I have something every time we come here.
Oh, well.
Oh, yes. NASA is planning on sending astronauts to Mars.
Cool.
And so to test how they will live with each other and deal with no contact and deliveries from the outside world, they are putting 4 people in a concealed Mars habitat for a year and 13 days that cannot leave.
On Earth.
On Earth. Mars simulator.
Mars simulator. It's,
First of all, I know it's NASA and they have to be sciencey, but let's turn this into a TV show here. Like this is such easy content.
Oh my, like a Truman Mars show.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
There has to be a safe word, right?
That's the second thing I was thinking about.
Because if they go crazy and beg to leave, maybe that's part of the experiment. They need to see that. But if they say pineapple, all right, we got to open the doors.
I think it depends if it's one of them or not. It's unfortunate because if it's just one of them, the game masters might just start saying, "Let's see how they deal with it." If it's all of them, then it might click. Oh wait, something could be wrong here.
I don't know where their moral line is. Like, if one of them gets very sick and not on the verge of dying, but gets very sick, I think the whole point of this experiment is that we have to tough it out.
Yeah, you deal with it,
because
bitch.
You'd be on Mars and we wouldn't be able to get you the supplies you needed anyway.
Yeah, and also now someone's just faking sick so they can get out of their little Mars bubble, you wuss.
I'm saying, I don't know if I think they might have signed some NASA contracts that said, like,
kill me.
We'll open this door in 1 year and 13 days, and until then, this is it.
Or they did, just it's a huge lock on the door that just has a timer. No one can open it.
That would be scary.
That would be scary. Also, what I feel like they really should have did is not tell the people that they're still on Earth. Knock them out, send them on a fake spaceship, and then, they wake up into this bubble. That's a TV show.
That is a TV show. And actually, that would be so cool, because then they would actually think, like, what are we going to do? I can't leave.
They have no safety net. You got to cut all safety nets if you really want to get somewhere in life.
Wow, that would be incredible.
I would watch every second of that. Well, just a 24-hour feed, right?
They're filming it anyway, so they're like what? They have to film it to study it, I assume. So they're like 3 steps away from a TV show anyway. You just need like a producer and like you said, a game maker, and now it's a TV show.
Yeah, you need some guy with that clank tool. That's all you need, really.
And you just need one person to, in the middle of the night, like run through the set as an alien.
Yeah.
So if they see them, they go, "Oh, what the fuck was that? Wait a minute."
No, you just put footprints. Well, this is if they don't know that they're not on Earth.
No, yes, these people know they're on Earth, but again, that ruins it for me.
It does. Honestly, it ruins the appeal.
And now it's a Mr. Beast video.
Basically.
I trapped these people in a thing for a year and 13 days.
That's true. You think Mr. Beast had a hand in it?
They consulted him for sure.
They definitely consulted him.
The question is, how much?
How much?
How much for you to walk into the Mars room for a year?
I'm not even on Mars.
That should be a plus.
No,
That should be a plus.
no, it's not a plus because I feel like I lose a year of my life to not even be on Mars. I might like it doesn't make any sense.
If you think, like, if the question was how much to go to Mars, I'm sure the answer would be far, far more.
500 G's.
Whoa!
I need higher.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, to go to real Mars or fake Mars?
No,
Both.
No.
Fake Mars for 1 year. You need 500 G's.
More, I'm saying.
Wow.
Can I bring
Yeah.
my computer to
Yeah,
fake Mars?
Of course.
Oh,
Guys, you can always make more money. You can't make more time. You're giving up a year of your life. And not only giving it up, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. I'm sure they're going to feed you Martian food, too, to represent the real experience. It's going to be terrible, like space. This is space ice cream, and it just tastes terrible.
But you could functionally do especially if we were all there, we could functionally do our jobs.
we would have
The exact
we
same.
would have a Mars
we
podcast.
would run out of things to talk about without. Do they get news from the outside world?
Probably not.
I guess there is communication.
Yeah, there's
No,
on
but,
Mars.
but doesn't it take years or something? Every movie you watch, it's like this message will be received from Earth in 30,000 years.
No, that's why fucking Matt Damon was able to Morse code them.
I think
That's true.
it takes
That's
like
true.
minutes, which is a really long time. But
What if there's hot aliens on Mars that throw hot alien parties? Now would you go? You don't know. You haven't been there yet.
do they have like triple boobs or something? Like what do these aliens look like?
I love where your head's at. I would love a triple boob.
What if we did just the Picky Boys 3 months on Mars? We live in a Mars incubation chamber.
We wouldn't. There would be no use for us there.
Why not?
What are we doing that's even remotely science-y for them to find out?
We're just existing. A lot of this, there's definitely a huge like psychology thing going on here that is not that they're studying. That is not necessarily just about how they function on Mars. You know,
Go on.
like you're secluded for this much time. You're in this thing. The personal dynamics between the people and how that affects the work they do. Like that's what this is all about.
We're never sending people to Mars.
Oh,
It's bro.
Oh.
When I was in space camp in like 6th grade,
He has credentials.
they said like I remember them saying specifically the plan was to absolutely have people on Mars by like 2020 or 2023 at the latest. Guess what? Missed that by miles.
but we're definitely sending people to Mars.
Did miss it
It's
by
gonna
I
couple.
mean,
take.
without a
It's
doubt.
gonna take. It's gonna take like another 20 years probably.
JFK got it to the moon in 9 years. I want that to be said.
And China is planning a moon base right now, and so is the U.S.
We haven't had anyone on the
Planning
moon in like how long? 40 years?
We're planning a new lunar trip, and like I said, China's making a whole ass, but like they're putting people on there, like a little base.
They would need massive farms to feed people.
They might have it. What's people? It's 2 or 3 people. Matt Damon survived off a half a potato a day for 3 years.
That's true.
So
I saw it and I saw a film of it.
start growing tomatoes on.
It's probably really hard actually because they don't have any protection from the radiation from the sun. So probably it's really hard to grow anything.
There's
no atmosphere.
They need sunscreen. For sure.
unbelievable. SPF 120 up there.
Yeah.
Danny would fry up there.
You ever had SPF like anything above 60, bro? It's like putting clay on your skin. It's terrible.
I
The really high stuff.
don't remember the last time I rubbed in lotion. What the fuck was that noise?
Happy birthday.
The grimace. Oh, stop! Stop that! Stop.
Anyway,
the grimace shake is coming up.
No, what do you mean? What, you just spray it on and
Yeah,
leave it there?
I do spray.
Oh my god!
He is a fan of the spray.
I'm a spray boy.
But you have to rub in the spray.
Right, but it's not lotion.
I've learned that mistake.
Yeah, I've seen people with the snake
Yeah.
sun mark because they don't
For
rub
me,
it.
it was the back. It looked like fucking someone came all over me.
We're not
I was
talking-
like, what metaphor is he about to go with? I should have
I was
known.
gonna go with Jackson Pollock, but then I felt like that was opening myself up to the same joke.
So you just
So I
made
just
it?
did it instead. But it did look like there was a large amount of men who came all over me.
Someone
And
gr-
then-
Double down
and
on
then-
it.
And it dripped down and then blocked it from the sun.
I think someone grimaced all over you. Grimaced all over your face and chest.
We're talking about sunscreen, not The Weeknd.
The Weekend?
I'm
His
lost.
new show got canceled.
What was it?
It was a very sexual show, supposedly.
Doesn't he do Euphoria?
Icon. No, it's called The Icon.
Who does Euphoria? Drake?
Zendaya?
No, she's in it. I know. Either way, it's called Icon.
Yeah, but it was
Dumb
it
name.
was the guy who directed Euphoria.
Well, that makes sense. He's probably like,
But they filmed 6 episodes, and supposedly it is so terrible and so graphically sexual that they're not even releasing the 6th one.
not even releasing the 6th episode.
Yeah, that they already filmed.
But then how did things get approved after the pilot? Don't people go, oh, I don't know about this one Weekend?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Maybe they said
That's the reason it's canceled because you didn't watch it.
I'm just maybe they say, oh, this is definitely not going to go over well with some people. Maybe some people like it, and maybe some people ended up not liking it.
What's overtly sexual? Was Game of Thrones overtly sexual?
Yeah, but like
Well, I like Game of Thrones.
what's like worse than that, and supposedly like sex that also like borderlines on like abuse. So it was
Game of
really
Thrones had a
just,
lot of that too. Actually, it's starting to sound like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but sometimes when you throw something in the past times, it's just kind of okay. It's like, oh well, yeah, they're fucking their brothers and sisters, but it was before.
Yeah, they don't have electricity. It's
They
what
have
they were doing
fucking-
back
They
then.
have fucking swords. What are we gonna hold
There-
them to today's standards?
There is a dragon flying by.
Yeah.
It's like you,
There's a dragon.
you can bang your sister if there's dragons in the sky.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, I hope so.
What?
I don't know. Don't worry.
You guys been playing too much siblings or dating.
That's true. That's true.
No, I don't know. I hope for your sake that that's not true.
I still wouldn't be doing it. What is that?
Well, that's what you said you could be able to do.
Stop taking sips of that goddamn drink.
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. Anyway,
Someone take that thing away from him. Take the drink away from him.
He's starting to turn purple.
Yeah.
it makes you think of Grimcest. Either way,
How did you come up with that so fast?
have you ever been on Spirit Airlines?
Of course.
Yeah.
You know you pick your own seat on Spirit.
Okay.
You pick your own seat on everything.
Sometimes
No,
they
no,
charge you.
no. Like in some Spirit planes, there is no assigned seating at all.
Oh.
So you just go onto the plane and pick your seat,
Like a bus.
like a bus.
Right.
So I want a little role play from you. Is when you sit down in your seat, and you're first in, and people are coming down the aisle, how do you make sure nobody sits next to you?
Well, but
Give me your
someone,
one-liner.
Someone is gonna sit next to me.
Maybe not.
Give me my one-liner.
What if I say, is this seat open, sir?
It was just gonna start. I was just gonna start making noises. Honestly,
What does that mean?
I was just gonna start going like,
so I walk down the aisle and I go, oh,
yeah,
we're going to Charlottesville.
yeah.
Play.
And I see
Is
this
this seat
I see
open,
this
sir?
doofy guy with a Hawaiian shirt coming down, and I just start going.
Oh my god.
Would you sit next to me?
I would not.
Crushed it.
I guess that's true.
I think you got to do it with an action more than words. I think you take off your sweater, put it on the seat, makes it look like someone else is sitting there already, and then put a bag on the seat as well. And then if anyone comes and asks you, first of all, you eye them up and down. And then depending on what they look like, you either go like, "Oh, my wife is sitting there," or you could say something like, "Oh, my boyfriend's taking that seat," you know? And they're not going to mess with you.
I think there's a different way to approach this.
Okay.
With niceness. So I see you coming down.
Me.
So you come down and you're saying like, "Hey, can I sit
Oh,
here?"
that seat looks good.
And I go, "Oh yeah, sit here, sit with me, yeah. I want to sit next to you."
The oversell. what kind of lisp did you put on? for
Sit
that?
next to me. We can talk the whole ride. I just saw
I'll
the
take
monster trucks last night.
Do you like disco? Oh man, that would. I'll tell you what. Wouldn't sit there.
True.
So you're in the aisle seat, blocking every other seat.
Well, I'm sitting in the middle.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's what I pictured. That's what I pictured.
we got two. I hear someone else coming. I'm like, are you here?
You know what?
Come here.
You know what happens though? The problem is, you're gonna find that guy.
I know.
You're gonna
I
find
know.
that guy. The guy that's also like, hell yeah, brother, let's sit down and talk the whole time. And then,
And then
you're screwed.
I'm gonna say no. It was a bit, you fucking moron. Move along. I don't want to fucking talk to you. I've never seen a monster truck in my life.
You just forget it.
Yeah. Danny probably has the most effective strategy here.
No, yeah, that does it. You know what? Yeah, but I feel like his has the highest risk.
True.
His has the highest
What are
risk.
the risks?
You find someone that wants to talk to that person. Whoever wants to talk to that person he just made isn't right. It's not right.
You got to get really unlucky to get that person, I think.
Yeah, I feel like Danny could pull it off.
Plus, I mean, if you see him walking with a monster truck's hat in, like, you abandon strategy once you see that.
Ooh, what if I bring on a baby toy that has a speaker in it that's always crying?
True.
And then when we take off, I'll just fucking snap it.
What if I'm just?
Yeah, just turn off the speaker.
I broke the button.
What if I'm just? And this would only work with a man probably to deflect.
You are a man?
I'm the man, and I'm just actively pumping milk into a breastfeeding bottle.
Who?
Me.
And then do you have another bottle of milk that you're drinking actively?
You want some? You want some?
Yes.
I saved you a bottle.
You asked the stewardess. You go, do you guys have coffee? I won't need any creamer. Don't worry.
Milk or cream? It's like, no, don't worry, don't worry. Ew.
That'll work.
What's coming out of you?
Men can lactate.
You can. So you're going to learn how to lactate for this
No,
moment?
I don't. First of all, for this to work, I don't have to be producing any milk. Just the apparatus strung up to my teat will work.
Strung
Yeah.
up to my teeth.
Yeah.
I would just buy 3 seats.
I guess it would only cost you $10.
Yeah, so we're talking about spirit.
But if the seats aren't assigned,
Well, if I have proof for 3, you run in there first and you like throw your bag on all 3, or just lay across it. Be like, "This is my couch, bitch."
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess you can do that.
I like that a lot. I've never been on a plane where I go dibs. I feel like I've always kind of had.
No, honestly, and this already happens to me. And everybody who sees me on an airplane doesn't want to sit next to me. I don't know why.
I couldn't imagine why. I
Don't know
truly
why.
couldn't. I truly couldn't.
I have a very respectful airplane sitter.
What do you mean? You like do one of these?
I'm like a transformer. You'll be shocked how little space I take up in an airplane seat.
You know what? That was a good point there. Transformers is magic, right? Because Optimus Prime could not be made out of like the front end of the Mack truck.
I always felt like the Transformer version was way too big to have come from a car.
Some of them are tiny though.
Like this thing, yeah, but some of them are like 20 feet tall, and it's like, okay, like this came from a convertible. Like, what
Yeah, like where's the car here? There's a lot of trunk space.
There are definitely extra parts being added to like
Yeah.
a Bumblebee.
That's what I always
You think
felt.
all that stuff is in a fucking Camaro?
No, it's not. I've seen the insides.
Yeah.
There are some little tiny ones. At least they make the little motorcycle Transformers tiny. And then you see them next to Optimus, like, oh yeah.
I like the ones that are like, this one's a blender.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
yeah.
he's like a little pet, runs
He's a
around the house.
little blendy.
Yeah, I think if a car actually transformed, it'd be like 10 feet tall.
Yeah, that's fair. But again, Bumblebee is a
No.
Camaro, pretty small car, and Bumblebee feels huge.
But 10 feet tall and bulky, I feel like you
Nah,
can't.
you can't have both.
You can't.
No, it wouldn't be bulky. But I think it could be 10 feet tall. If it was Chody, then it could be like 6 feet, 7 feet tall.
It would be really weird seeing a Chody like same height as Danny Transformer. I mean, it's not a Transformer. What is this?
I mean, if you just put a car, like balance it on its like stand it up and open its doors, that's a little
It's a little Transformer.
little transformer.
No,
there,
you are right.
kind
You
of.
are right. And you just need a little head.
And that would probably be 10 feet tall. A car is 10 feet long.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're right. Because then you add legs to it, 12 feet. No, yeah, that makes sense. You're telling me you're talking Michael Bay didn't do the scientific measurements of Optimus or something?
I don't think he cares like that.
You know?
I don't think he cares. I thought Michael Bay's whole thing was like, it goes boom.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
No, I feel like you could sit down with a scientist and a mechanic. You're like, hey, how many parts? What are we doing here?
What is the budget here?
No, I don't mean actually
Hire
make
a
one.
scientist
No,
and a mechanic.
I don't mean
to go,
actually.
"Hey, go,
First
guys,
of
come here."
all, movie budgets $250 million. Where is that even going? What costs that much? The bridge he's
Honestly,
exploding.
a lot of it's like, oh yeah, we paid Shia LaBeouf $50 million to be in this movie, and that's part of the budget.
But I feel like they stopped doing that and they start doing percentages off the revenue anyway. And that's how they're getting paid so much.
Yeah, then they probably just estimate that into the budget. Maybe, I don't know. They in movie budgets and TV show budgets, they're definitely including cast
Well, isn't it something
salaries or whatever.
they don't count the marketing budget? That's a whole
Yeah,
separate.
apparently
That's a
that's
whole
different,
separate thing.
Which
so
is weird.
So when you look up the budget for a movie and it says 250 million, it's really about 450.
Yeah,
because of all the marketing.
they say like pretty rule of thumb, they say double it, and that's
Yeah,
to
there was
add
some,
marketing.
It wasn't dad marketing. It's reverse dad prices.
I said to add, but yeah, dad.
I know. I think that does make sense though, actually, because like if you release your movie, you make your movie, and then you start marketing it, the budget isn't like it's not like it's going up. The movie's already made. Like, are you going to add to the budget as you continue to market it?
But well, the point is that
No,
if you release it for 250 and it makes 250, you lost a fuck ton of money.
That's true.
Which you would, I guess, at first you would think you break even.
Right, and I'm sure for the metrics, that's why they do it. Really. Also, wasn't Avatar the new Avatar? It broke even at 800 million or something. It's like, what are we doing?
Well, that's because he like remade water physics. That man is obsessed with water.
And the Titanic.
Now that we know.
And the Titanic, yeah.
He is obsessed with water. I will never forget watching that interview he gave where he was like, you could basically do this with your iPhone, but the water will be real. It's like, why don't you do it? Then do it.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking
Like,
about?
they spent so much money trying to design
Water.
how water works.
And they did it, though.
And they did do it. And it's a beautiful movie.
Well, the thing is now, whatever company they made to create those gives it off to other people, and they license it, and they make money in the back end anyway.
No, that's true.
He's just pushing,
Like the techniques that they used in
yeah,
the
or the actual
software.
code or whatever. Yeah, the software.
That's
But you make money everywhere.
Make money. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man, the ways that you can monetize your business and things you didn't in ways you didn't think. It's like,
And-
okay, the movie breaks even, and then the technology you essentially created to make the movie is now patented and sold off, and that
Billions.
gets royalties for 100 years.
Yeah.
True.
We're talking about James Cameron, by the way, I think.
James Cameron, yes.
Yes.
Didn't say
He's
that.
obsessed with water beyond the Titanic. He also went to the Mariana Trench. Alone, by the way.
Yeah.
He's just obsessed with water.
Oh man, I would love to be the guy at the party where, oh, this is my friend James Cameron. Do you know my friend has a question about deep sea travel, and just walk away.
True.
Hours.
So
Hours.
many hours.
Hours.
Drilled him.
Oh, you ever see somebody walk into that trap?
Yeah.
That person.
My
Yeah,
dad do-
Everybody knows that person.
My dad does it to people all the time.
I've done it to Antonio, but it's his fault.
You're a no,
Yeah, because this guy's talking to me, he's chatting me up, and I'm like, okay, I know how to get out of this. I'm going to buy him a beer, say cheers, walk away. So I order the beer, I'm waiting. Antonio says I've been here for 15 minutes stuck. Antonio comes over
to try to help.
to try to save me. It was like, what's going on here? And then my beer comes out. I went, here you go. Cheers, man. Walked away. And then Antonio's just stuck there. So you interrupted my plan.
He swapped me out. JT was talking to this man.
I Indiana Jones, I went
He really did.
with Antonio.
Maybe talking to this guy for 25 minutes. And I was sitting at the table like, okay, well, maybe not. Oh, no. And then and he's taking shots with him at some point. I'm like, okay, something's going on. As soon as I top, as soon as I top JT off, as soon as I tap JT on the back, JT goes, oh, hey, you see who it is? Walks away. Bad person.
He did the little swap.
He did the little swap.
My plan was going to go off with or without you.
Yeah, and you could have dragged me with you. You could have said, come on, we're going to the back table.
Fair.
But you left me. You left me to die.
There's so many ways at a party, though, to exit a conversation.
Really?
Just bathroom. I just did the bathroom.
Bathroom. Oh, I need another drink.
You just made a full one.
I
You
need,
got
I need another Grimace shake.
Stop.
I'm grimacing.
I'm grimacing for a Grimace birthday shake.
Oh,
now,
God.
now you got to down the whole drink just to get out of this completely awful conversation. After your 20th,
I'm watching. I'm observing.
you drank that whole
I would
conversation.
love another Grimace shake.
Oh, God. He's grimacing.
Oh, he's grimacing.
I would love another one, though.
He's
It
going to
was very
grimace
good.
everywhere.
I'm going to go back and get another one of these.
We're not sponsored by Grimace, by the way.
He's our friend.
One more time.
He's our friend.
Oh, okay.
We'll never have sponsors because you know why? Because all the companies will realize they have to do is get Danny to like it. and they'll get all the sponsorship
Yeah,
they need
anyway,
from us.
yeah.
I know.
No, not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Don't these companies see how much I blow the companies I love already?
True. You would think like the other companies not getting blown would want to get some blow.
If
No.
if fucking Jersey Mike sponsored me, I would wrap my car
Around the pole. I
some-
love it so much.
No,
He's
with-
saying
I'm
No,
saying
I know.
with sub
Just
sandwiches,
crash into a hole.
with sub sandwiches and discount codes everywhere. I would be the sandwich seller.
All that, and what they offer you is any free sandwich a day.
Oh, easy.
Take it. No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, take it. That's pretty good, right? That's a pretty good deal.
Forever?
Until the wrap comes off the car.
I mean, yeah, oh my God, I'm taking that.
Yeah, you wrap your car.
Sure.
We're just gonna be the Jersey Mike's house. Jersey
give a shit.
Mike's. Fair enough. I mean, I get it.
Can I do like 2 a day and I go every 2 days so I don't have to drive there every single day? Like I'll have one for today, one for tomorrow.
Now you're getting greedy. No, you got to go there every day.
You are getting
Oh my
greedy.
God,
Getting
how
way
is
too-
that greedy?
getting-
It's the same amount of sandwiches.
Getting way too greedy. Yeah, but the cook has to spend double as long on one day.
And he doesn't have to spend any time on another day.
Yeah,
Evens
no,
out.
but he takes off that day.
In fact, I think it's quicker to make 2 sandwiches at once than it is to make 1 sandwich and then the next day make another sandwich. I think there's less time involved.
Wouldn't it be the same?
All
amount
the
of
ingredients
time?
are already out and you're already ready and you're already okay. Turkey, lettuce, tomato. Like that's easier than that's quicker for sure.
You know, I thought the same thing. When you used to have homework and you had to write a whole sentence 400 times for some reason, did you do the whole sentence and then the whole sentence, or did you
Word.
yeah,
Word.
like the two. I don't know if it's faster.
I can't remember. But if we're talking about, okay, you did half of it in the morning, half in the evening, and both times you had to get your backpack, open this out, go sharpen a pencil, do this, then think about all that. You had to do all that twice instead of doing it once.
You brought it back to the sandwiches.
I did. Sandwich.
You successfully brought it back to the sandwiches.
Yeah, I would give any sandwich I didn't eat that day. I would give away. You know.
Relax. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
You would eat it tomorrow.
No. Any day I didn't feel like a sandwich, I would certainly give a sandwich away to someone in need. That amount of days would be 0 ish.
A number close to 0.
A number close to zero. Points.
But there will definitely be a day where I'm like, I'm not feeling a sandwich, and then another person can enjoy my sandwich.
Oh, there's no way. I feel like
What do you mean, no way?
present Danny.
Well, why do you think I'm such a? I'm a giving man.
I know you give a lot. You give many things.
I give.
I'm just saying, I think present Dan, with this sandwich he doesn't want, will think that the person in need is future Dan, and he'll just put it in his fridge and eat it later.
No, I'm not. Sandwiches. I'm not a big saver of sandwiches.
I haven't seen you save anything.
Exactly. I'm not a saver of sandwiches. I don't want to eat a sandwich that's been. First of all, Jersey Mike's. One of the best thing is Mike's Way. It's called the juice. I think it's just olive oil and like balsamic vinaigrette.
Oh.
But it's juice. Like they fucking juice it up. They have 2 fucking things and they go, Mike, and that makes the bread like wet and delicious. But because of that, it cannot be. It's not an overnight sandwich.
Yeah.
Can't save wet
It doesn't
bread.
hold well.
It does not hold well.
Can't save wet bread.
So I'm fine giving my sandwich away.
Really, you should give away your sandwich coupons. They can order what they want.
Oh, fuck off! This is like beggars can't be choosers. First of all,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
First of all,
I don't want
should be-
Mike to have his way with my sandwich. That's all I'm saying.
I'm
should be-
vegetarian. Gush.
I know better than him. He should be getting a Club Supreme. This theoretical homeless man
I don't understand.
Or woman.
or woman. Everybody can be homeless.
Yeah.
It's not a competition. but no, you should be getting the number 9 Club Supreme with jalapenos on rosemary bread.
Rosemary bread sounds terrible.
Rosemary Parmesan bread.
There we go. Now we're getting.
Parmesan.
Can I have it
Now
on the
we're-
gluten-free bread?
Yeah, that's why I knew. It was all about him the whole time.
No, you can have it on the gluten-free bread if you want it to be worse.
All right, well, I guess we'll end it there. JT, tell them where to find you. Let's go.
You can find me on Instagram at thejballs.
What? Oh! Oh my God! What is happening?
I don't feel good.
What the hell is happening?
Hey, happy birthday!
Oh my God! It's Danny! Okay. Well, JT, Tell them you told them already, right?
Yeah, the
I'm
J-balls.
shaking right now. You can find me at a hint Frisco, and you could find him.